Hi everyone, I'm Airier, and today we're going to do emotional trauma. Do I know that for certain? Yes, because this is Hunter the Parenting, Episode 5, Don't Take Me for a Ghoul. If you remember how Episode 4 ended, you see why I'm assuming trauma is incoming. And I'm looking forward to every second of it. Let's jump into it and see where this goes. You know, trauma. It's fun. Joking aside, this is actually something I'm super excited to see. Oh, so we see the chapter house in the background. Don't take me for a ghoul. Big D because of the hair with the sword. And one person with eyes with telling you that there's at least one ghoul right off the bat that we know about, but just highlighting in the opening image. Okay. There's a murder while I am away getting meat burgers with Dad. That pulled out. Just be wary that Hunter the Parenting canon, not necessarily any official canon. You believe that Hunter the Parenting has to become the official canon. I mean, makes sense. Previously on Hunter the Parenting. The pit? Oh, from episode 1.
Kindred. Hope the Arcanum doesn't find out this time.
It's fine.
I don't feel like following their tenets after being banned.
You took the Arcanum ban the hardest. The real reason he's banned is because he happened to be so tightly wrapped in with me.
Vampire lore is true.
Wait, wrapped in with Marcus? I forgot that part.
More than any other supernatural creature, vampires despise being unveiled. Vampires have many agents. Ghouls, they call them. This is why we hunters are responsible for the vampire threat, to ensure these parasites become the forgotten myths they pretend to be. Kevin, honestly, I can't bring myself to kill you. Why not join my crusade?
Oh. See, I get all the other things they're bringing up right now because like, oh yeah, there's a ghoul, ghouls don't like to be found out, all that stuff going on. They're probably going to mention the police officer who is a ghoul that they know about. The thing is, that wouldn't make sense to show right now unless Kevin and the fact that they have kept a vampire alive is important because they wouldn't know about the Arcanum. I don't know what Kevin has to do with this, but I'm going to be very excited. He's a fun character.
You shall be my companion.
Suppose I could tell you a secret that the Regent would not want hunters to know.
I got some rather tasty information out of that Kevin guy. Have ghouls in
forgot that scene.
several organizations, and as Kevin listed them off by name, that is when he mentioned the Arcanum as one of the afflicted orbs. Is an impostor in this chapter house? Lie!
What part of banishment and exile did you not cop onto?
The part where he listens?
We have important information obtained on our last hunt. You're still hunting?
There is a mole in your chapter house, Occam.
Occam being taken down. Yeah, and that part.
He exploded! That's not the Ghoul playbook. We may not be dealing with a Ghoul at all.
Or there is a ghoul, but there's more than just a ghoul. Okay. Ooh. What are we looking at? A spiral?
Speak, mate!
Oh, it's an eye.
Wake up!
Because he's effed in the head right now.
Speak. Wake up! Speak, mate!
They're literally still looking at it. Okay, holy shit. Sorry, it's a little thing, and there's been a lot of work in the last few side episodes with all the background details. But just showing the door broken down is a level of depth that some of the other videos haven't happened. So this is kind of absurd just to see that. Yeah.
Mon ami. Blacklaw.
Speak, wake up!
I am sorry. None of your insulting sympathy, D. This is your fault. What? My fault?
Of your faults. He died under your watch. Now take
What?
responsibility.
I was scouting
Okay, I get Blacklaw, but why is Occam blaming them like right away?
the chapter house of the straightest.
He isn't the impostor.
Oh? I pointed out initially everything. Are they actually doing what I think they're doing? Are they actually doing this? I can't be right. I'm just looking at this and going, D is not the imposter. Arcanum says it there, clearing up that he doesn't believe D is the one. Right after confronting them, talking about the imposter, and the first thing we see is the wolf with the bloody muzzle. They wouldn't be that on the nose with it. I mean, it's literally on the nose. I have to be misreading this.
At least your blind hatreds turned up one positive.
There's a positive.
You can confirm each other's innocence.
Just relies on you unclenching your spatchcocks and shaking on it.
Sick!
That's not a good choice, though, because they're blind anger. Grimmel was one of the people heavily theorized to be the mole, and she's also crying. And so is Elsie, but still.
Never! But,
Well, not the mole, the ghoul.
but until Fatigue is avenged.
Sounds of choking down a blood feud. Huh. Surprised he could do that.
Truce. Truce.
Oh, thank bloody
Wait,
Nora.
Spect! Simon! Oh, come on, lad!
He's actually punching him. Did he just punch him with a middle? I'm sorry, I know this is a serious scene, but he actually just punched him with a middle finger.
No reaction, even under pain stimulus. He'll live, but unlike Amanda, don't expect him waking up anytime soon. I've only ever seen someone in a state like this once.
Oh, it's a literal beach picture of them. Wait. Who's that next to them? And the wolf gets bloodier every time I see it. And did it move? There's Fatigue. I don't even recognize so many of these people.
I've only ever seen someone in a state like this once, and it was the work of a blank body.
A full-on vampire.
It may well be. No ghoul could mutilate a man with such strength and speed. But that goes against what Kevin told me, and his certainty burned with the true flame of hatred.
Zadi is confident the vampire wasn't lying. Could this ghoul have been promoted in Kevin's absence?
Be startlingly fortunate if they were
Oh, the picture just changed? I guess it's a different beach picture.
embraced on the night we happened to arrive.
Or perhaps Kevin had no idea what the hell he was on about.
Or it's not a ghoul.
You cannot buy a blender at the 99p store. And don't ignore me.
Really? Freaking... Sorry, this was one of the side stories where the entire thing was just, there's something going on weird here, related to a regent. And it's kind of been put on the shelf for now, because we're going more for the ghoul aspect. But just... They're going back to that.
It's usually obvious when Kevin is wrong.
What can you actually tell us about this master figure?
As evidenced by my lack of her head on a plaque, I have yet to meet her.
But she's met
Kevin
you
refers
based on
to
the
her
intro.
as an ancient
Oh, God, really? Sorry, I'm just looking at this right here and Grimmel being absolutely just the shit-eating grin. Is that Big D in a Speedo over the shoulder? Okay. That is Big D with a Speedo over the shoulder. And a much less buff version of Marcus. Oh.
as an ancient
Great man, too.
thaumaturge, among the most formidable in England.
Wait, Thaumaturge.
So if our culprit is
Yeah,
that
magic.
vampire wizard guy's master's ghoul, and now they're a vampire,
Much like Kevin, they could have inherited their master's tricks. Like mind control.
So Spit could have been brainwashed into attacking Fatigue?
Unlikely.
No, he wouldn't have the strength.
A normal human guy could not have done this. Here, review my.
We've already seen that image. Hell, we've seen it in this specific episode. But that's a really good usage right there, because before it was given a heavy filter over top of it. So showing again without the filter, yeah, it just hammers home that, oh, by the way, remember, even though we're having a few jokes here, it's also still fucked up. And by a few jokes, I mean the background, which is so fun and cool, and they're showing off all the detail. And remember, there's still horror.
Thesis, Doctor!
It looks like a bloody train hit him, not a person.
So, This would have demanded unnatural strength.
Not a common trait among the wizards. I certainly don't remember Kevin suplexing many of us.
Could we be dealing with a sludge lad then?
Oh, what? Is that actually what they look like? I think I've seen this fan art before. Or I guess it wasn't fan art, but okay.
Humanimal type? Or even a member of the Ghostra Nostra?
The powers of the perfidious undead!
Oh, yeah, because it's all the fake names they know about them, so it's probably not accurate images. It's his idea of what they look like. Although Humanimal would probably be a werewolf.
However, you've all witnessed each other in daylight, yes?
Why do you have a Molotov?
Why is it already lit?
Chancellor?
Harry, when do we have the Hopton Beach luau?
What?
4 months ago.
Oh, I missed the luau.
We can have our own luau.
Oh, that must be...
It just
were they in
wouldn't be
Hawaii?
the same without fatigue.
Yeah, that was Big D in an over-the-shoulder Speedo. And Kitten is in a full body. Wait, that means it's not the... Who's in the background? Just some random old dude with a metal detector? Oh, jeez. He's in a full body. He still has the cat ears. Oh, my God. Yeah.
This clears no one.
We need evidence from the past days.
Oh, that was a different animation style. It's way more crisp than usual. I wonder if it's just because that's further drawn out and this one's further in, so it looks more highlighted.
I got here at 8:30 a.m. with Amanda, if that helps.
Oh, yeah. Times, hours,
In Nora!
Oi, me and the boys walked in here bright and early.
Okay, they're putting a lot more movement, and they're not just moving around the facial features. They're actually flat on editing the lip flaps. Before, what they did to make things move around was putting everything on a frame and moving it, honestly, more like what a VTuber does with a static image that's being puppeted. And it's evolved significantly. But you can actually see, especially on over here, where you can see the lines of the mouth are actually edited on because they don't match the rest of it. But for him, it actually looks really damn good. So they had to redraw every facial expression when they wanted to change it around, on top of the manipulation of the actual character image. Dude, that's actually really cool.
Bright and early for some calming workplace day drinking. Thank you, Ghoul. No.
He just drank the Molotov.
All about me, Harry, and Elise with the wig and kebab.
What? Harry and Elise with a wig and kebab. Is that English? Is that more weeby than even I know? I don't. Also, I hate that I actually kind of like Brock, whatever his name is, and I hate that I like him now.
Jesus!
They have more of those?
Explosive, though!
If there's a way to fully ascertain a vampire's presence, it is triggering the Hrudschreck, their intrinsic fear of fire. No one has had any beastly reaction.
I mean, considering you're the one doing it, D, that makes sense. This is probably the level of stupid insanity they expect from you.
So...
Still crazy, though.
Can't be a full vampire.
There are vampires that can resist the Hrudschreck.
Do it.
Even those that could walk in the sun.
They
Yet
do?
Such feats require immense strength of will.
And is so strong they probably wouldn't need to hide from you.
Will I'd not expect a newly embraced vampire to have.
Everyone has seen each other in the sun within the last 4 months, so that still necessitates a recent embrace. Unless we're dealing with one of those daywalker types.
Daywalker?
Daywalker? Is that what it
No,
is?
almost assuredly not, son-in-law.
Okay, I think they're doing different people animating the face because Big D has had 3 different looks to his facial features yet. It's not bad, it's still distinctly him, but it's different.
Something isn't right here. Perhaps this creature was a treasured ghoul. That might explain their mental fortitude.
Doesn't have to be a human, though, does
These
it?
feats of domination, their incredible strength. What's more, this kill?
They're not exactly a measured killer, this blank of ours.
It reeks of first kill.
First kill?
First kill?
When a fledgling vampire is overwhelmed by beastly hunger, they attack like a beast. But a freshly fed thaumaturge, having both this strength and the ability, no, even the presence of mind to dominate Simon.
That'd be way too
The
together than
culprit
they
cannot
expect.
be an old vampire, because that would be too obvious. It would have been found out months ago. We are missing some crucial information.
can we just acknowledge for a second that even though this is literally just an image in the background of his mind, this is an absolutely terrifying image. Like, dear God, they're just dropping in so many facial animations on this thing.
Information.
We've certainly got loads of unanswered questions. Like, why
Not
would the
daytime,
killer
so they
do
can't
this to
walk outside.
Fatigue but spare Arcanum?
The Chancellor is the larger threat.
With how
Are
well
they?
Fatigue was liked, we can rule out sentiment.
Spit could be fake.
Oh, so this was a previous one then. Wait. That's Blacklaw as a kid. Oh, that's Fatigue! Oh, he got a lot tinier. That's previously the other Blacklaw. And is that young Arcanum? Just a random guy with a knife. I think I recognize this guy from some of the Hunter. No, if the Emperor had text-to-speech device over there. Dude, this must have been the previous generation of hunters.
Making it, you know. Might just be playing the victim.
Come on, Lilda. Simon can like cool slashing pennies from a fountain.
We're talking murder here, Amanda. Do you really think playing dumb's beyond the pale?
Well, you know, I was electrocuted. It's a miracle I can think it all.
Shut your traps, you daft knobheels! I know him, they're proper.
Why do I have a sudden suspicion one of them knows something?
Authentic lads! Let us be done with this. Arcanum, hit everyone with your demon sunfist.
No.
Demon
Hit the
Sunfist?
board first, and then.
The
My
poor-
solar sorcery is spent.
What?
When I was strangled, I used up all my stored sunlight trying to ward off my attacker.
And that implies since they survive sunlight, they're probably not new. And everyone else is in too good shape.
Your powers should have availed you against a vampire.
Oh, I know.
If it's a vampire,
Which
then.
makes me think the strangler was mind controlled.
Bloody hell.
Can I go home now?
No.
I think I've heard enough. It's time for some action. All of you, line the walls. Anyone with weapons, stand armed. No
What?
sudden moves.
Why?
Now then, who can vouch for another's whereabouts during the incident?
And we're seeing more people from more hunter pictures as well. Wait, is that a young oh God, it's a blonde Grimmel sitting on Kitten. That must be when they were together. There's another Fatigue, Blacklaw, someone we don't know, more people we don't know. Oh, the guy with the afro, who's even shorter now.
Well, you know, everyone in Remmel's torture chamber is innocent. We were all together when we heard the screams.
Who exactly?
Marcus, Sadi, Grimmel, Remold, Brock, Amanda, and I were all accounted for, Sir Chancellor.
Gagahintuk.
What?
I
Oh, it says
can
wonderful.
confirm
Oh, it's a
Dr.
translation.
Waters woke me up just before we heard them. Any other alibis?
I was alone, checking through Dr. Waters' office for supplies on the third floor.
I was also on the third floor. I thought I heard Amanda up there and I went looking.
Really? I didn't see you.
Yeah, because when the screaming fucking started, I fucking ducked for cover, didn't I?
I'm going to be honest, I'm actually starting to think based on how she's the one who's drawing more attention. She's probably not the murderer, but someone else might be. Or if it is mind control, maybe they're not the one who was aware of the mind control. I don't know, though.
Didn't I?
Hey, I didn't mean anything by it.
Come to think of it, didn't catch sight of you either.
But what the bloody hell are you trying to get at?
Oh, don't forget about Elise. She was also with us.
I wasn't.
What?
I went for help before the screaming started.
But outing yourself
Anyone else?
probably is more indication of
No.
innocence than anything.
Well, thank you, Elise. Your honesty is appreciated.
Sweet.
Now prepare to be detained.
Shit.
I didn't do
Here again. Please don't trap me in.
Are they going to do holy water on top of them? Would that even work?
Silence! One of you is the culprit, and I am of the mind that it is you, Git. Huh? What are you saying?
Really?
Why were you so conveniently absent during our polygraph test? We were hanging out with Fatigue. We're a smart move letting an old bloke wander into the ruckus you were making. We took him to the pub here, sat him down, and
Oh. They were both with him. Fatigue's dead. He's not mentally there, which means he was... Maybe he was the one who's mind-controlled? I don't... There's something obvious in hindsight we're going to see, but I just don't know it yet.
Listen to his yarns about his country games or whatever. Had a piss, so I dashed to the...
Oh shit, that's actually a giant yam. I thought it was a metaphor, but no, it looks like an actual yam. Unless it's a visual representation of the metaphor as he understands it.
Hello, right here.
And he left.
Then things went pear-shaped.
Oh god, what is he reading? The Gazette. New Bermuda Square discovered. Wolfman. Garg was here.
Spit yelled. Couldn't make out what. Them yells turned to screams. Tearing. Ripping. I heard this awful racket and tried to rush out, but something must have fell on the door because I was stuck.
The bear.
After a bit, I stopped trying to keep quiet like. I hid. Like
How
a
does
bleeding
this...
coward.
So if we're working on the assumption that these are not entirely accurate representations of what happened, that we're looking at this from the perspective of an unreliable narrator, talking about the yams and showing the picture of the yams wasn't that he was actually talking about yams. We're going to have to find out what exactly was being said because he wasn't entirely paying attention, isn't entirely in the right state of mind to remember. So we're getting rough ideas. So every person's take is going to be a different, slightly wrong look. This is a style of storytelling that I've actually known more of something from... there's a famous sci-fi book that I cannot remember the name of, written from the perspective of multiple people telling their stories of how they came to a planet and dealt with this being that could fuck time or something. I don't actually remember. It's been so many years since I read the first one. But just the multiple unreliable narrators.
I heard spit bowling. That's when I had another go at it. And not long after, that's when everyone else showed up.
Easy confirmation would be, did they let him out of the bathroom?
It weren't me, and it weren't spit.
Silence, sir. Pop. Eating spit are good old pot-drinking, footy-loving, truck-driving, normal for Norfolk lives.
I don't care how many trucks they drive. They have no one to vote for them.
Well, they've been getting spit on each other's alibis. How comes the Doc and Arcanum gets to vouch for each other?
Think, lughead. Git was at the scene of the crime. Spit's comatose.
It's true. Either one could be faking it, or Spit could have done that first kill thing and been like overwhelmed with guilt.
You haven't even. You're just jumping on me with no proof other than just because I was in the room.
I mean, to be fair, people have been convicted for being in the room before and also found out that they were innocent after said conviction for being in the room. Assumption is I don't think either of these any of these four people is correct, though.
But I'm a victim, I am. Please, let me go, boss. Please, please.
He's resisting. Kick him.
No,
they're both kicking him.
Margaret.
Right, what's first then?
The tessellation. Carry it in here. It should be right outside.
Huh?
Box can teleport?
I
can teleport?
go into detail about how the box moves, or I can help us solve the murder. Pick your poison.
Just randomly having a teleporting box. Okay, sure. It would be funny if it was actually like the giant Sasquatch they show it in the basement. They wouldn't actually make that the twist. It was actually the basement Sasquatch we saw briefly. Or like the caveman. I mean, we did see it, so it wouldn't even be an ass pull, but still.
Why'd you make us move it then?
Team building exercise, which you cocked up. D, Grimmel, Remmel, Brock, carry it into the bathroom. Simon will be stored in the tessellation.
So it can teleport, and he's telling them to move it again, even though they could just teleport it. Dick.
His behavior prior to this has been the most suspicious, without doubt. Remember what I said about nasty, visible withdrawal symptoms? He has shown them generously.
Oh, this is what the withdrawal
looks
like?
Put blood into his goblet. He did it out of sight of everyone else.
That's right. He ran out of panic after we talked. Can we call it that?
It hurts me to think it's him, given the circumstances. But as our prime
I don't know. He also
suspect,
seems like
we
someone who
will
just
store him
panics
in
easily,
there,
though.
Even as we go forward, with the assumption that it could be anyone else. The remaining suspects will remain handcuffed to the wall under careful watch.
They weren't sterilized, so
I think he's getting lucky getting sent into the tessellation vault, which is definitely not a Tesseract vault, because I don't think there's anything I could say that's YouTube appropriate about just how many levels of nope I would ever want to be in those things right now. There is an answer to what is wrong with this, and it's not something I'm going to say on YouTube.
I couldn't use the fuzzy ones.
Is there any disconcerting habit you don't have?
Nope.
At this point, if she isn't into ghoul blood, I will be very surprised, because it's probably one of her many vices. I don't mean she's a ghoul. I mean she's probably just taking the blood from random vampires they kill.
Chancellor, I won't lie, I'm deathly afraid.
Unavoidable, Mr. Jacket. No matter what, someone will be
Sorry, his
in a
last name's
position to be hurt. This measure, I hope, minimizes collateral.
Collateral?
That's a bit careless.
When has Arcanum ever been known for his bedside manners?
All we'll be doing is risk mitigation. And that's why the next step is arming ourselves to the bloody teeth.
Ooh. So as the scene has gone on, you can see it's slowly getting darker in the background. Because Arcanum is at the same level of dark, but as he's talking more and staring directly at the viewer, you can actually see as everything else is going darker and grimmer, literally changing the scene's composition as he talks, bringing it down to his level of shade. Or I guess you could say as grim and dark as he is.
The armory's on the 3rd floor, though.
You're running off?
We can't split up again.
And they're just bringing it in the background.
Arkham is right. If an attack happened now, we would ensure. This is heavy. Ensure casualties by mingling in one place. We cannot afford to just stand.
Anyone who leaves now is more suspicious than anyone else.
Wait it out.
We three, Dr. Waters, Miss Bergamot, will visit the armory.
Chancellor, no! Last we split, disaster followed.
I'm with Kitson on this one.
Be pragmatic, son-in-law. The previous farce was complete disunity. There was no plan, and any attempts to have one were thwarted by
You and Remold's ancient feud.
unmentioned parties.
But going to get weapons will guarantee immediate retaliation from the culprit. And besides, what if one of...
Because it guarantees immediate retaliation if anyone leaves the room, it was them. Or the heavily armed, well-acquainted to fighting group has the enemy come right to them. So it's actually a really good option. Which also means I doubt it's Kitten.
One of us is dominated.
There is a risk in anything we do. Another attack is inevitable, whether it happens now or later. It doesn't matter at this juncture. At least like this, we might have a fighting chance when it does happen.
Also, you can just see a bit of shaking right now as this thing's moving forward because they're just barely motioning it now that it's been put down. Oh my god. I just love the background, even if it's blurred out.
Meanwhile, the less able will be out of the line of fire until they return. Left, Brockham, left! With their own firepower to bear.
Oh, yeah. While the rest of us get to sit nice and tidy in a bathroom full of monsters.
Well, not full of monsters, Lila. I mean, there's just one. Right?
He's all gonna die.
There's just one. Right?
That is very smug. If this wasn't a group who were as accomplished in their animations, who didn't specifically focus on all of the facial features being moved in the way they want, I would think that this level of smug would be just because they drew it that way and move on. Sometimes that's just what it is. And there's actually a lot of animation, animated movies, games with animation, games without animation, where this kind of just random facial feature, because they have nothing else in its placeholder, is how they do that. Ruf al-Fabusa and his entire team are very specific because, honestly, I think they're just incredibly competent. So her saying, at least there's only one right? And then the smug look. I've already been of the idea that there's more than one monster. There's probably a ghoul. They're thinking it's a vampire, and I'm thinking there's something else. I'm thinking whatever it is her. But I'm not sure she's the murderer, but I think she's definitely one of the not human.
He's all gonna die.
I don't know, though.
Cool.
It's either get the arms
She just-
or await the inevitable
water or
attack without
snow?
them. Which possibility would you rather face?
I do not like this. But you are the master hunter. Into your hands, I commit my spirit.
And you will not be forsaken.
Now, we'll need some means to communicate with each other while divided like this. Gloria, I assume you have some sterilized walkies for our use?
Passing out walkies. Walkies.
How Jaguars?
There's a joke in there about giving the cat walkies, but I think it's a little too on the kitten.
This is Crime Hawk report again, over.
Oh my god, he's such a...
Marcus Amaz, Dev.
It's really not a time.
Everyone, at attention. Watch for any sudden movements. Hold your weapons high. We go now.
Okay, I know we've seen bits and pieces of the outside, and even from the distance, but you can really see how cool the chapter house looks. The initial facade where it's being pulled back and rebuilt on the side, how you have layers built over it as well. The older, well, probably an actual castle considering the location to the side. It's literally castle remains with a chateau being built on top of it, which admittedly is actually a thing that happened to castles, because some of them were like, this is my castle. Then castle became synonymous with palace after a very long time. Huh. Spread eagle, both one head instead of two. No idea what that would be a reference to. The arc. Oh, that's actually a lot of. I thought that was a Chainsaw Man reference. No, it's actually the mask, a sock puppet, mask of a. What the hell? It's a skull mask, a weird one. I don't even know what that is. It looks like a boat hat. Yeah. A stabbed glove or a hat, I don't know. The Arcanum is world span. Wait, it's world spanning, really? Colonies hoard knowledge in matter of nature documentaries. Or nature documentaries, really. They sit in their corner chair watching as predator eats their prey. Rules of non-engagement are strictly enforced, yet practically don't exist at the convenience of the org's geriatric elite. The Blacklaw family founded the Great Yarmouth Chapter House in their migration from Belgium to England. It is said this occurred through an illegal contract between the pre-Anglicized Blacklaw family, the Arcanum, and the Society of St. Leopold, and a clandestine fourth party that in family legend has been referred to as the Chapter House's landlady. And there we go. Like, literally, they just spelled it out. This is not a matter of, oh, I wonder who the third party here is. No, the landlady is the regent. Like, there's no one else that could possibly refer to it in context that makes any sense. So they don't need a mole. They were here when it was founded. Which would also imply there's probably an honorary member of the organization hunting them, because who better knows them than them? That also would imply, though, that there is definitely not a ghoul being the one killing. Also, is that just like a random bug over there? What the hell? So if it's not the vampire regent, I mean, there's other vampire factions too.
One second. Let me find my key.
Somewhat irrelevant now, but this thing between me and Dad.
The war?
The war.
The war?
I forgot, like, peace offering?
Really?
For once we're home.
It's not another lodestone, is it?
No, not that.
Aren't those
See
maggots?
that wizard plush out of the local station?
Marcus, it is 2006. I
No.
only watch Google Video.
Last straight there. Anyway, it was very...
Wait. Google Video?
It is 2006. I only watch Google Video.
Last...
Okay, this is gonna be weird, but When did Google buy YouTube? Google Video was a free... I'm just going to pull this over here. A free video hosting service originally launched on Google's January 25th, 2005, 1 year before. Initially focused on searching TV program transcriptions, it soon evolved to allow... With Google's acquisition of YouTube in 2009. It shut down in 2012. I had never actually heard of that before. I mean, my internet connection at the time that came out would have been somewhere along the lines of, and no. So, I'm not surprised, but still. Oh. Good time to date that.
Straight down. Anyway, it was very Kevin-esque, but that's essentially me saying all wizards look the same.
Yeah.
But it
also,
gave
they're
me an
literally
idea.
hawking
Check
their
it.
plushie. Oh god, it's a big D plushie.
Think you'll like it? What do
He
you
might.
think?
Is this how you visualize his face?
It fits.
It's a brave choice.
Oh, thank goodness, it's a brave new world. I would blush for you too.
Don't call it that.
And Dor, and Boy, and everyone else in the
You
family.
got a freaking ad read for their own stuff.
Got one for every person in Norfolk, probably?
Oh,
I figured
God.
we could start selling them for a
The big
profit.
D
Did
plush.
you order these?
Yes.
This is where the funds went.
Marcus, how many did you order?
Oh no.
Well,
$29.99. How in debt has Marcus rendered himself? Decide the financial fate of the family by ordering your Big D plushie today. I might actually get one of these. Every purchase will be counted towards the canonical number of Big D plushies accidentally purchased by Marcus. Please buy for funny results. God damn it, Bruv Alphabusa, you've got me on that one. It's a decent plushie and also funny. I might have to do this. I actually have to do this. And also, if enough people do buy, then canonically, when Marcus dies, it won't be because of the ghouls. It'll be because Kitten found the number and then found out he can use that stake at the end of his gun. I was going to say the stake or stack, whatever. I feel this is a reference to something and I have no idea what. Despite the blood feud, allegedly, going back generations, something resembling peace reigned between the Blacklaws and the D family. Wait, allegedly. In the shell-shocked aftermath of Big D and Occam's betrothed? They were betrothed. Oh. The bad blood between these two lineages may have ended had the reckoning... Really? Hunter the Reckoning? You're just dropping that in there? Not taken precedence. Or take precedence. After D set out on one too many illegal engagements, Occam had to break off his. Oh, engagements being with different vampires he's killing, where Occam had to break off the engagement with D. Okay, yeah. Play on words. Big D's hunts evidently came before anything. Yeah, that makes sense. That's probably when they were kicked out. So help me if he moves.
This is not right.
That we haven't been attacked yet.
Yeah?
This is their last opportunity.
And implying he was going for sending them off because he fully thought they would be attacked.
You really are missing something. Gremlin!
Nani?
What? Reynolds and I shall coordinate an investigation.
You and Remold?
A beloved friend and colleague is dead. I must honor the Blacklaw history as the Arcanum's Avengers, no matter what! Besides, hardly the first time I've had to coordinate with D on something like this.
They've had other friends die? Yeah, actually, that makes perfect sense, and unfortunately does fit into Big D's entire take on vampires.
You two must guard them. Do not let a single...
Okay, seriously, we're getting so many different ways to draw Big D's face, and this is probably, admittedly, the most severe one of them. Like, admittedly, like that's not even admittedly, like, this is flat out the most action hero version of his face I've seen yet.
Innocent life be lost.
Me, the sea cucumber, and a plank who got 'em good. All right, no moving from the wall.
Don't think they
And
can.
don't get cheeky with it.
You know we're fucked, yeah? Like I said, if whoever did that to Fatigue is in this room,
Tied to this wall.
we're already dead.
Yeah, because they can rip it off and kill everyone. And they're probably waiting until the only two people who could probably stop them are gone. That would probably be Blacklaw and Big D. But it probably saves all the other characters who are not here and who... Oh. Narratively, all of the other family members that were attached to Marcus, Occam, everyone except Grimmel is in a different room. We all assume Big D will survive because I don't think they'll render him into a chair-bound corpse just this early. They would be too on the nose, and they're trying to differentiate between this and the previous work of If the Emperor Had a Text-to-Speech Device. Unless they decide to go that way, but I really don't think they would, unless I'm wrong. So as soon as they go off to investigate, something else might break.
Reference?
Fuck off!
Weeb.
Boss, please, could you at least see if my smokes are around? Please, boss, someone nicked them and I'm dying without me. Calm down,
He just calms him by choking him.
Brains turn to some sludge.
Rock, mate. If you were up here, you'd get it. Don't think the fear's an act.
Denser than tarmac, the lot of you. Weren't you paying attention to Big Deal or whatever his name is?
To what, specifically?
That old speech he gave earlier. If the vampires are near, we're dead. If they're not, do you honestly think they're gonna let us get weapons? See, we gave complete power to someone who had been out of sight for hours. A guy who could be a monster or mind control.
I think Arcanum is dominated. Dee and I have finished our deliberation.
And we will stop.
And they also sent Occam off, meaning that if it's not them, and they're not waiting for those guys to leave, the alternative could be Occam's the mind-controlled one. Because it could also explain how a vampire could survive sunlight. They never actually had to fight sunlight.
Start by addressing your theory. It is a valid concern. Being a practitioner of solar sorcery intrinsically makes one harder to dominate.
Harder is not
level Occam commands.
impossible,
His very
though.
synapses are addled with vitamin D, which is of course most vitamin.
Really? They're actually... Oh, yes, he has the D in him. Was this entire thing about him being a solar sorcerer literally just a pun about they have gay sex? That's literally... I don't even... I don't know which is worse. That it's unintentional and just happens to fit perfectly, or that it fits so perfectly that they haven't needed to say a word because it makes perfect sense.
Well, maybe he was turned all Dracula-like.
Impossible! A vampire would ruin itself using solar witchcraft. And we've all seen him use his pagan magics earlier tonight.
My brain still clicks.
I don't know. I just choked on my tongue for some reason. Weird.
With radiation. Well, maybe you're in on it. Or maybe Falligu's still alive and he's faking it with some vampire body explosion magic.
You know what? I want to say that's stupid. But with some of the bullshit I've seen from the mage bullshit, not that Hunter the Parenting has had it or Norfolk Wizard Game, but some of the other people in chat, this chat and previous ones, and oh god, the Discord, that is not entirely impossible. I doubt it, but who knows? Maybe it is.
You's lot's been mind-controlled into setting me up. Hey, don't be getting helter-skelter on this, Skid. Sorry.
If he's the one talking the truth, no one will believe it.
But no. Remold and I think it best our swollen brains instead surround the matter of how the fiend entered and left both the archives and this pub without notice.
Presumably when we were all leaving the archives?
I know this was son-in-law's assumption, but we surely would have noticed.
Maybe someone stole an archive key from one of the old guard.
The entire building shines and shakes when the archive wards dissipate.
Oh.
It would have been noticed.
Oh. So the archive wards were never disturbed. They knew that, but no one else probably did. And Grimo didn't, so she probably wasn't the one in the archive because she didn't know that.
There's hidden entrances all over the mansion. Maybe one of those was used?
There are no secret passages into the archives.
How you figure that?
Because that room was subject to extensive
The fuck? Grand Egyptology Congress 1974. Make 'em cry for mummy. Oh. The only thing I know about mummies in World of Darkness is you don't fuck with them.
Muddling after a Magnus worker intruded on a central rite of the 1974 Grand Egyptology Congress. After he choked to death on argon gas, all backroom access was removed.
The culprit simply has to have entered through the vault door,
which would have been noticed.
As for the pub, there is an immediate oddity in regards to it.
What?
Anyone care to guess what?
The room was locked, and none of us are bloody, despite how gory the murder was.
Yeah. But also, who's wearing gloves?
Yeah, none of us. Except Spit.
Bloody hell. Maybe it was him.
Spit's no killer. And besides,
Definitely not strong enough.
Fatigue was with him all day, helping him through his little episode.
What I don't get is why anyone would kill Fatigue. Guy was a saint.
You'd be surprised.
Is that a broken sword? Wait. Is that Dee's sword? Broken at Fatigue's feet. It's only because the pommel and the guard look similar, but it could be mistaken.
He made many enemies. In his prime, Fatigue's family was amongst the most skilled hunters in England. His forebears have been protecting these lands from Fae, Lycans, and other devilry since before the Norman Conquest.
And they're bringing up Lycan again, so maybe it was a werewolf or were creature.
Conquest.
Was it Kitten? I mean, the cat ears on him, the thought that he might be a cat morph version of a Lycan, or not a Lycan, a werebeast. But that's... Nah, that's probably reading into it too much.
What, really? That wee old man?
In days past, even I came to him for wisdom. But an ancestry like that comes with...
How old was he?
Ancient hatreds. Even if you choose to walk the path of peace as he did. But the truth is, motivation isn't so important. When Ghoul are held under blood bond, it takes the greatest of willpower to resist thy master for even a moment. So, we will
Which is why
discount
Kevin's so
Styles
impressive.
theory for a moment and again look at the secret passages. I visited a few. I could see how they connected some rooms, but I could not get a lay of them before I received revelation from beyond.
The dodo bird lives. Oh my...
Only a few of them secret corridors are actually useful for moving around, though.
What else are they
I know
for?
you prefer sneaking through the vents.
Used to, before Occam told me not to.
They're both not aware of the... Because they're so big, they probably can't fit through it, so they don't think of it. And she's also lying because we saw in one of the in the previous episode when they were showing the locations, she was in the vents.
Son-in-law, write that down! I have to do everything myself.
He's actually writing it on the freaking...
All right, we must look for
On the
any secret
wall.
passages or ventilation shafts connected to the crime scenes.
I know one.
Oh?
Do you?
Of course I do. Clean the bloody place, don't I? And it's back there. The dresser in the corner, with them strange marks on it. It's bolted to the wall, and it's got a fake back.
Oh. But it has scratches there looking at someone getting out. But we're also seeing it open, so it has scratches on the inside as well. Hard to tell. Blood moving into it, though.
These marks. A trail of blood. Where does this path lead?
But she knew about the fake door and didn't say anything until half of the group already left. I'm going to take a wild guess. I'm assuming there's going to be people at the bottom who just randomly see that there's a pair of bloody gloves.
Only one way to find out.
Okay, can we just all acknowledge Grimmel looks even more insane? Oh God. Oh, it's because she's on all the sugar right. Wow. He was lanky. Dude. And Occam's just short. I don't even, so these are all the side characters? Oh, dude. There's just a family in the background being pulled away. 1994.
Chancellor, why are we stopped here?
These are the archives? We're going to the armory?
Yes, we are indeed at the place we are and going to the place we're headed.
Why I oughta...
Just a moment and you'll understand.
Ooh. Still fun animation. What?
Suspected.
What was in there?
What?
It's not here.
Oh,
what was it?
Haunted data.
Correct.
Oh, actually, yeah. Maybe it's still on someone. Should we radio back? Well, you know, maybe get them to search the others.
Not yet.
Why? Why not?
The minute we announce that we're going to thoroughly search everyone, that'll signal to the vampire that they've been had.
If it's a vampire. Also, there's just a random bloody hand in the background. It's on a pillowcase, so it's probably intentional, not something.
They'll attack, and we'll not have the firepower yet to help out.
It's real even real right now. Oh my god.
Hey, Arkham.
Marcus?
While we're here...
What's he gonna ask?
Any magical artifacts or cursed relics that could help us?
Marcus, please.
Probably, actually.
Well, there is something.
What?
Maybe. It's a long shot, though.
Well, don't leave me in suspense.
God damn it, Marcus. Literally just got through the dead body. You've already been reminded once before that the entire, hey... Oh. I just remembered something. Marcus, not just being a spiritual successor to Magnus and the entire, hey, I'm trying to help, but also all demons, but in TTS being reverted to not being horrible because the power of, because I told you to, which admittedly worked this time around, unlike in actual canon 40k where it literally didn't. Not just the obsession with magic, which Big D's worried about. He's already made a contract with a giant pile of, oh god, I can't believe it's not Cthulhu. Which was only revealed after episode 4. But Big D would have known about it. Marcus can't remember, so he's already shown to be mentally compromised. Except he mentioned the mind whammy revelation. And the only time he would have got that would have maybe been when he forgot things and now he remembers. What are the chances, since he's the one bouncing back so fast multiple times, you've already pointed out, hey, a man just died, don't joke around. Marcus is the one who did things because we already know his mind has been tampered. But would he have the power to do that? I'm of two minds. Either, yeah, because this would be the absolute most worst possible outcome, because it would also prove Big D right in his fear that Marcus would have something horrible happen to him. Or hopefully not, because that would really suck. And I like Marcus as a character, and doing this might make him less prevalent in the story.
The Oculus Imperium.
Cool. Oh my god. Very.
Is it a chair?
What does this Oculus do?
Please don't be a chair.
It's an artifact that may help us identify the supernatural. Problem is, it's very selective about who it works for.
What's the criteria?
We wish I knew. Fatigue was the only one who could make the damn thing work, and even...
And that's why Fatigue died. Because he could use the thing.
then it stopped for him many years
We
ago.
can't search here and go for guns in a timely manner, Chancellor.
I could.
So it's probably someone who knows about the thing.
Stay and look for it.
Look, Marcus!
With the data already gone, this is the safest place in the building.
Is it?
Ironically. Besides, I can't carry a rocket launcher right now. I'm basically useless.
Marcus,
There's a rocket launcher?
you convinced me.
He did?
It's worth a shot.
It is?
Here, take this. Contact us if anything happens.
Excellent. I won't let you down.
Why do I doubt that?
Please be careful.
Sure. When am I not?
Why is he actually trying to separate himself, though? Big D's already said Marcus can be the best of them, but also means he's most likely to be the worst of them.
Love you, Hell Jaguar. Over.
Oh, God, he's still doing it.
Now. Where to start?
Bait.
You know, I suppose I shouldn't be surprised that your return would be heralded with such fanfare.
I just realized who that is in the background. That's literally the Ogre Papanung, the logo for Alpha Boost's entire team. Just pre-melted.
Well...
Oh, quit the modest routine.
I hadn't exactly expected this situation to devolve quite like it has.
Are the eyes going to move?
There's your issue. Expectation. Once you step...
Yeah, they just hold on. I don't think that's an image about anything in the actual show itself. I think that's just them joking. It's like, hey, it's our logo. Just holding on it.
Foot into the supernatural, nothing ever goes perfect. It either goes well enough, or you've got months of physical and bureaucratic cleanup.
Isn't that also an expectation?
Bang on. But
Cleanup
it'll
is
serve
usually
you better than your last one. Believe you me. Point being, you're handling yourself cannily. Be at least a little proud of that.
Right. It's just...
I just realized that's one of the preachers from Hunter the Parenting. And there's a random octopus or a tentacle monster behind him. Oh, I missed that.
Hard to see that when someone is dead.
Ain't that the truth?
Young octopus, though.
Oh, that's gun.
Right, let's
That's
be
a lot
quick
of
about
guns.
this. Grab what you used to and arm up.
Oh. This stuff legal?
No. Laughter of illegal gun ownership. Laughter of disobedience of gun laws. I see why she was reading a lot of Big D's papers. One of the things I mentioned in the previous episodes, there were side episodes. Yeah, she is as close to a Big D fangirl as there is. Which means she's probably more dangerous than the monster, if she isn't.
No.
That's an Umbra group.
Who?
Oh, never mind.
A what? A what?
No.
That's an Umbra group.
Who?
The Nuber group? Probably a group in World of Darkness I just don't know about.
Oh, never mind. You know, we'd like you back, Neophyte.
You do? But... I'm not sure I even fit in with the Arcanum anymore.
Gun.
Oh?
I mean, the sort of...
Wait. Gun?
Gun.
Why are you holding it like that? One, it's a revolver too. This is someone who might actually know what they're doing because they're keeping the finger off the trigger, but it's the middle finger being the one right over the trigger, though. That doesn't... I'm not even a gun nerd, and that just seems incredibly off-putting.
Oh?
I mean, the sort of structure and mysticism of the Arcanum is a far cry from...
Murder and kidnapping?
Yeah.
I wouldn't call it that. Maybe.
Listen.
It's only murder if you get caught.
To be an Arcanist is to have a burgeoning sense of curiosity that is tempered by an understanding of reality as you know it. To respect the supernatural. To protect the world from it, and to protect it from the world.
And he's left in the dark. So we're not actually seeing what's happening, we're seeing a rendition of what's about to happen to him.
You've still got that curiosity, yeah?
Of course.
What's about to appear behind him?
But what about Marcus and Sir D, actually?
Theirs is a curiosity let wild. We tried to make it work, lad, but We have trappings and codes for a reason. Dee and his children.
That's probably not good.
Even Marcus. They'll see the end of the road and damn everything in between.
That debacle with London, the Ruffton arson, the Christmas party.
We have a goal
What
to
do they do
make
with
the world
what?
a better place. To
Of course,
pierce the
Christmas
veil
party,
of
but
the
still.
supernatural, to hunt truths, not monsters.
And that's the very big difference, because for Dee, it is very much hunting the monster. And also, from the previous one, she knows hunting the truth is not accurate because they have to internally lie about everything. Because when you are too truthful, as she mentioned to Big D, that's a problem.
And for that we have our knowledge, our patience,
Oh, it moves.
temperament. All traits I believe you have, Neophyte.
And Marcus doesn't?
Well, as long as we survive tonight, and he doesn't do anything utterly...
Cyclops. His eyes are replaced, and something else already has a claim on him.
bloody stupid. I'll hope for Marcus.
But he's seeing something. Is it the right one, though?
Try for him. But D and the
He's
others...
seeing magic?
I understand. And that's really all I can ask.
The frozen caveman. Into a vent.
There is a way.
What have you found, Brockham?
Whoa. Oh, wow. They are doing so much work with the backgrounds on this. Holy shit, man. Just dark hallway ending in nothingness is freaky as hell, man. Also, I've been in places where the darkness does just suddenly happen like that. I used to work in a museum, and part of the enclosed section that they had built over when they combined the buildings was a rounded section where there was a single light by the door into it. And outside of 10 feet, gaping darkness for 3 stories above you and easily 50 to 100 feet back, because it was multiple buildings. One was built at an angle of another that was curved. And this is exactly what it would look like, except even less there and probably closer. So this kind of suddenly appearing in the darkness is actually real, and it's terrifying to think about because
Bloody blood trails leading into the security room.
Oh, that's what the security room looks like?
This passage door was...
Last notice opened and ripped up. God, ? Football, numbers. Can't read the rest, they're a little too small.
Locked.
Event, so it might be Grimmel, who was in the security room.
Security access had to have been here.
Because she was in the security room on the previous video when they were showing locations. So we knew she was in the vent. Marcus confirmed she was in the vent.
Hold on. Hey,
Arsenal versus Mac Unid. How they win. Own. What? I'm assuming that's football? Oh no, maybe it's soccer. I have no idea.
Lightweight,
I don't do sports.
You not got weapons yet?
Observe radio silence, Mr. Blacklaw. I have been. No, Remold, I wasn't talking to
That's the multiple.
Besmirch the Blacklaw name in such a way.
He's even getting upset with this.
Right, shut it.
And it'd be Marcus in the vent.
Something's coming through the vent.
Vents cramped.
False alarm, lads. Was just Marky.
And there's now event access down there, so... It also means whoever stole the hunter data was probably not someone who would know about the vent access like Grimmel, because she could have got in there at any time. So Grimmel's the one who's got in here. She might be the one to attack, but she's not the one who stole the data. I mean, unless they just decide to do that.
Why are you in the bloody vents, you daft kid?
Are you an empty ball?
Answer the question!
I mean, he's not.
I was following a trend. There was a vent in the archives that whoever...
Archives, eh? Weren't you supposed to be in the shooting room?
We made a stop! The person who attacked Arkham had to have gone through the vents to get there!
That's what they all say.
Who the hell is they?
I don't know. I'm just saying shit.
He's just dropping lines.
There's a camera in here, I assume.
Is there?
Yes?
Wait, why does Brock have a bunch of stickers on it? Get Brock. Oh, because there's security. Yeah.
We've got cameras in every
Spit is
room,
knocked out.
plus a few
Spit has holes in his. Oh.
outside, like, except the archives, the dorms, and whatnot.
There's
dorms. Piss.
Glad the Arcanum's still not depraved enough to spy on people on the bog.
Ah, we got one on the bog.
There's an actual bog. Camera
Why ain't
offline.
the one in the security room responding. The hell?
Camera feed error. Press any key to proceed anyway.
Ain't
Wait, what game are they? They're playing a game over on the other side.
the pub camera's nothing but gobbled crap. Same for the corridor leading to it.
God damn it, it's been tampered with.
And we know Grimmel was in here. So Grimmel is probably working for the Ghoul, but didn't steal the key because she could have got that at any time because she had access to it already. But she doesn't seem like she's powerful enough to take out Arcanum. Or maybe not strong enough, so... But maybe she is. It's not enough information.
Bloody stupid thing, what?
Wait, can you check until just before the camera in this room went offline?
If they have
Come
saved.
here, about a minute before this thing goes offline. Marky!
What? No, it couldn't be.
Why is she sad?
Blooming sea urchin trollop! Bloody Grimmel broke in here!
Me?
Yes, you! You were in the security room tonight.
And she's
shortly
sad.
before the feed cut, which makes you the prime suspect in Arkham's bludgeoning.
Didn't do bleeding shit!
Is she strong enough to do anything?
I'm afraid I cannot. While I can clear you for the death of Fatigue, I cannot vouch for your movements when Arkham was assailed.
And that's one of the things they've done a lot of here. Big D rarely is allowed to say something flat out incorrect. He can be misinformed. He can be saying something he doesn't understand or doesn't understand what's going on, but he'll say that. For example, the stuff going on with Marcus. He spoke the truth, but doesn't know what it entails entirely, which is part of the reason it's terrifying and fun. So him explicitly saying, you are not the person I believe killed Fatigue means we can probably assume she didn't do that. Going back to there's at least 2 monsters in here and a previous person on the help who's like, oh, there's only one monster, right? Because they know there's not.
Maybe you can't, but I think somebody else was in there with me.
You think?
I can't remember it good. My brain is porridge, but I'm pretty sure.
While we're focusing on her, she's specifically kept directly in the line of sight with her head down so we can't see her, and she almost looks like she's passed out.
Yeah. Me. I met her in there.
And she had cigarettes in her blouse.
I was going to mention it when it was my turn.
She holds a lot of information.
But yeah, I met the trollop in the security room.
I Growbounce codpiece! Is anyone else withholding information?
This is the second time, though, she's revealed information. Also, is that a camera on top of the moose? Oh, so that's where the security camera is.
Explain yourself.
And she has the light for it. Gets roll. He wanted his cigarettes. She had the cigarettes. She was in there before anyone discovered it because she has them on him.
Like I said, this was all part of my testimony.
Unless she stole it earlier.
I was going to go get some fresh air, and as soon as I opened the door to get in, she's in there by the computer. She practically sprung up when I came in. Look, I didn't give a damn. I figured I'd just surprise you all.
I mean, you did.
But, looking back on it, pretty strange for someone who used to crawl through the vents, eh? I mean, you just happened to be in the same room with the security system and vent access to the archives.
The only reason I was even in that room was because I needed some bloody distance from.
But why would you be in the archives at all? Or, sorry, the security room at all?
I had an argument with my ex, basically.
Because of the previous fight Kitten and Grimmel had, and that's why she was crying. Also, is there just a random leg over here? Looks like a crutch. That's weird.
I needed some fresh air.
And destroying our security equipment made that air all the fresher, didn't it?
I didn't touch that computer! I barely even thought it was there! I was so out of sorts! And if you forgot, I was tortured by you! At the time that poor old Fatigue was being torn apart!
Well, I don't know nothing about that, but you and I were there around the time Occam was assaulted, yeah? Unless someone was just chilling in the vents till we left, one of us...
Entirely possible. Also, you have Git cigarettes. If only we knew exactly what time he started losing them, though.
Must have done it, yeah?
A bold proclamation. One that puts you under suspicion as well.
Hey, I was where I was. What do you want me to do about it?
Still think it's the other
you
one.
seen this maid outfit, bruv? I am desperate for fucking cash, yeah? I'm not about to choke out my fucking employer.
Please,
I mean, as someone who's been desperate for cash, I would never do this. And I'm sure no one else who's ever been a wage slave would ever do that as well.
Probably one of the worst jobs in the
good
house.
bosses,
Sounds like a motive to me.
Sure, but let's not forget, you were on frame just before the power cut to the camera. And I know for a fact that you stole the keys from Git.
The thing is, though, she's on frame before power is cut, meaning that you could see her not being the one cutting the power to the camera. So that actually is clearing her as well.
To get into the room.
Huh? You!
I did it!
You stole me smokes too, didn't you?
No, I got them all from...
Me.
What?
I stole them from Git when he had his back turned.
Oh.
You
now how did
emo bin!
Grimmel's not
What's
lying. I caught up with her after the argument, gave her the joints and the key. No one uses the security office, and I figured she'd soon need somewhere quiet and safe to get blasted and forget.
Hold now! I must bring attention to something. Grimmeline, you said you barely even remembered meeting Matilda.
I mean, a lot was going on.
Well then, new theory.
Oh?
Elise gave Grimmeline the keys. Very possibly her orders as well.
Bloody hell, do you know what you're...
And the first time we see her eye is that. I still am under the assumption that none of the people in this room right now are actually the killer. Although I think at least one of them might know something.
No.
No. Surely my memory's hazy, but I was in kinda...
A fugue state? Not an uncommon side effect of domination.
Can a ghoul exert such power? You had said that only a vampire...
He could lie.
A sufficiently powerful vampire's ghoul could do so. Which would also
because as has been explained to me, ghouls can be at the power of a vampire, but it's only, admittedly, a classist society system that specifically will never acknowledge that because that breaks their entire worldview. Literal breaking, actually. But if it was the Regent's personal ghoul, they could know that. And there's probably a personal ghoul for the Regent here because, judging by that flashcard in the middle, the Regent helped found the Arcanum here, so... I mean, it kind of makes sense. How's the best way to monitor people being aware of the masquerade than the people who would be looking for breaks in the masquerade? It's like your own secret police force.
Explain how our culprit survived Occam's solar sorcery.
Why are we focusing our hand?
Grimmel, why is your wrist all wrapped up?
What? My wrist? I mean... Hold on.
Is it a burn or a bite? 3.
Burnt like a sunburn. The remnants of Arkham soulless sorcery.
Only on the wrist?
No, it's just a damn liar burn. I don't remember fully right now, but Elise gave me...
A hairband.
Yeah.
To cover it up.
Right, so let's keep score then. Elise stole the keys. She gave the keys to Grimmel. Grimmel was in the security room. She's got those burns which Elise helped hide. Grimmel's memory's fucked, and to top the whole thing off, they only got each other for alibis. Well, can I go home now?
No.
Wait. Grimmel.
Blacklaw, hold. We haven't...
The evidence points it clearly, D.
3 dots, so it's not a bite. It looks like a burn. But it could also be something else. I don't think they'd go for random... Oh, and it was an allergy, because that would be such a buzzkill. I don't think they would go for that. Such a dumb way to take it.
Could be more we can look at.
I shall only look where this hellspawn lies in a bleeding head.
Oi! Why do you have my smokes?
Finally, someone's pointing it out.
Who cares?
I do. It's strange you got them when this whole case circling around who robbed me. How'd you get them?
Blame Fish Lips over there. She gave them to me when we met in the security
I certainly don't bloody remember that.
Yeah, okay, but you got Dracula fucking brain disease or whatever, so again, who cares?
I remember Elise giving me those keys, saying to find somewhere to cool off, like the security room. Then things got hazy. I figured I'd burnt myself using Git's rubbish lighter, but here's the problem. If I was dominated into attacking Arkham, why did you enter security and end up with those smokes?
The way I just said, am I missing something?
You're missing one very important, crucial,
She's missing info too.
unmistakable detail in all of this. I still ain't got my smokes back.
Take your stupid smokes! You sound
What's
so
in there?
bloody sure of yourself. Pushing blame onto Elise.
What's that?
Norton? Oh, I can't read it. It's just a little too far.
Get out of my face before I slap you over.
That command goes Eugene Summer.
Oi, Till!
What?
Why'd you bung this in here for?
The hunter data!
Oh, it was...
Could only...
They literally had it on a floppy drive. Which means if she had... Oh...
I mean...
You...
Done with this? About to break the restraints?
Shit! Should have done the Steeg's way from the start.
Stig's way? And she's the ghoul. No, the vampire.
What's going on?
She's a humanimal type vampire.
I won't allow this!
Oh, she got close though. She actually has a great paddle. And he has a freaking cane gun. Oh my god.
Fatigue. Let my aim be true.
There's another one though.
Out! Out!
Oh, it was solar. Oh shit. Goddamn D. But it also means the other vampires with them. Holy shit, man! I need to watch that again. That is so freaking intense! It literally burned them out in the center of the chest. He freaking got the arm! Bleeding it off as it went. Stabbed her in the chest. Threw her into the bar where she's on fire and burning. And also that music in the background. Holy! I kind of want the soundtrack for this thing.
It's done.
No, it's not.
Bloody Nora.
Bloody hell.
Thank you, God, it takes us in.
The Styx way. If she was the full vampire, that means she probably has someone else who's with her.
Wallace and Gruggus and all the other cavemen, thank you!
Do not tarry! Get away! That was a phosphorus bullet! The vampire is deader
Not
than
a
ever!
vampire, is it?
The Regent herself couldn't survive such a shot. But think! Vaticu's expertise, those marks, this murder!
They called it a human-animal there because everything the Arcanum thinks is that it's a vampire still, and he just realized, no, they're fighting a werewolf.
Was never a vampire! Out! Everyone out!
Because they misidentified human-animal as a vampire. Oh, it was a cat. A werewolf.
The whole time she's been
Yeah! Holy shit. Who just got pasted? Okay, no, they're all on the ground. She missed. Delirious panic. Oh, there goes his arm. And she got the smokes back. There goes the hand, but that didn't matter because she already had it cut off once and she already regrew it. There's another though. Backhand. What is? Oh. Oh, through the wall.
Open fire!
Oh, that's actually a little surprising. Not that they're there, but that she's staying in the background. Is she just... I wonder if she's actually the ghoul. Oh, shit. Oh! Wait. What happened to D? Oh, no, okay. It's the knife that was bleeding. I thought he got cut badly. I mean, he did right in the chest, but... This makes perfect sense. What? What? Oh. Of course it has magic! Door, I hope you have a lot of guns right now. This is the second time he's been thrown out of the second story window.
Fuck, Brock, stop!
Oh god, he's dumb.
This is how a Black Law handles business!
Why? Oh, that's not the right choice. Oh, that arm's gone. Stakes. But they don't work against them. Fuck, man. What's Kitchen gonna do? Oh, she's firing too. And he's running into the bullets! What? Oh, a bear. What? Sure. What? What? Is that someone's... What? So it's the bear, the bird. They're surprised. They're taking Markness. Oh. So they had allies. Oh, hell.
Warrior of Gaia!
He already knew enough about vampires to say don't fuck with them. And about, no, sorry, it was not vampires. Vampires you fuck with. He said do not fuck with werewolves in one of the very first audio logs. And that is probably the most telling bit of information he has had right there. He knows they're a warrior for Gaia. I mean, I know that because people have said, yeah, this is part of the deep lore. If you're not playing werewolf, you probably don't know that in this setting. And he's just shouting it out.
What just happened? Where's Marcus?
The realm of souls. Matilda. The werewolf dragged Marcus into the Umbra.
We need to go after him.
You
No,
don't go
can't.
after him.
Why?
Waters, tend to the wounded. Ramold.
Yes.
Contact the coalition. Be quick about it. It's gonna be a long night.
I don't know nearly enough about the Umbra. But Big D probably... Oh. And that's indicating a lot more. Fucking hey, man.
Is new anyway.
Hey, bitch.
And what is... Oh, they're not going to have a little bit of craziness at the end? Nope, there it is. There's Carl. Ancient Wait, he's the one who voiced Fatigue?
What might this place be? Where am I?
Haven.
Fatigue! Your stays have been many, but like a bathroom floor, you have scrubbed yourself.
And Carl Derange makes his in-universe appearance as God. Oh, my God.
One tile at a time, lad.
Why are they making this
Welcome
breakings?
to fucking heaven!
Oh, squeezing him back into his prime. Stretching him out. So I'm going to now pull up chat so I can see what people are saying. I wonder what they would say. And a lot. Apparently they have said a lot. So yeah. That was kind of crazy. And people are now donating in here trying to tell me what's going on. All I can say is there's a lot of words going on. And all I can say is, holy shit. So the sus werewolf who seemed to know more information than they thought, who was giving away info the entire time, was the person who was doing it. Yeah, that makes sense. But also, I'm actually a little surprised that she's the only monster that came up, because her friend will probably be interviewed in the next couple audio logs, because she was also giving me massively sus vibes. There's only one, right? Implying she knew in advance. I just a lot has happened. And it's good, and I love this. But damn, man. I just did it. That was intense. That had some amazing fight. It was bloody and visceral, and the music in the background was so good. I need that as a soundtrack. I need time to get my thoughts in order about this. And I know Cosmic is already working on his deep dive breakdown on this, and I'm going to check it out later because all I can think right now is, okay, yeah, it was a werewolf. That makes sense. The first audio log flat out said, when you run into a werewolf, run. They didn't get the chance to run, and now he's in a situation where he can't run, and okay, shit's going down. I don't know what the golden eye means, but I've heard a lot of people say there's a lot of shit going on. I'm just going to read one of the little comments. Snowfox meant Big D might be an imbue. I don't know what that means. I'm sure some people do, but I'm not one of them, and all I can say is, okay, there's a lot there. And apparently, according to Shadow of the Mask, it was called Threat Unveiled. The music I heard at the end. Yeah. I'm going to just put off all my thoughts about this until later. I'll probably try and work through them when I do a reaction to Cosmic's video. Or, yeah, I'll probably do it as he's doing it because I'll just get my own thoughts in order at that point. But until then, I just not, because there's so much that happened. And I just want to take a quick second to acknowledge that this was amazingly animated. It had cool fights. It had music that was perfect. It had all the slow-mo done exactly the right way. But I mean, every time there was a slow-mo, you know you're about to see something either save them or, in the one case of the arm, show how bad it got. The only question I have is, why would they steal the hunter data? That's the only part that doesn't make sense to me. Because that would make sense for the vampires to do, except if it was Grimmel, she had access the entire time. She never needed to do it right then and there. And considering the landlady is probably the regent, she doesn't need that data. She's probably already aware of all of it and is like passively okay with it because she was also aware of Big D in the very beginning because she was one of the first characters shown. Well, I mean, at the end of the episode, but still. I mean, unless that wasn't actually the region, in which case all my thoughts are wrong, but details. Holy shit. Yeah, just leave it at that. So if you don't mind, I'm going to cut this one here, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Links below. Proof Alpha Boosta. Everyone involved did an amazing job, and I don't know how they could top this, but that's what I said last episode, and they topped it. Yeah. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios.